And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com, www.galacticfriedchicken.com. Go to the website, get the app. The app will get you delivery right to your front door, pretty much anywhere inside the 275 loop. Or head down to Dayton, Kentucky. Tell them to pump it up. Save yourself 15% off of that galactic goodness. It is out of this world. Hi, Aaron.
Yo.
What's going on?
Another day.
Another busy day. Another lot going on day in Bearcat athletics.
Plenty going on.
That's how these things work now. Mostly good news today. A couple guys entered the portal. Nothing unexpected today, but you can find all that stuff at Bearcat Journal. The big news: Corey Kiner publicly announces his return, and then a couple hours later, all 5 starting offensive linemen are coming back as well. You couple that with Dante Corleone, with Mason Fletcher, and you can start to see, I think, Aaron, what the core, what the kind of leadership, what the top of the roster is going to look like in 2024, and coming off a 3-9 season in the portal era. I think that's critical.
Yeah, I mean, it was the most successful unit on the entire team, without question. It's not even a debate.
The entire run operation, Kiner and the offensive line.
Yeah. I've been critical of the offensive line and their pass protection. I think that it has to figure out how to take a step forward next season, regardless of who's lining up behind them at quarterback. But you're certainly happy if you're looking at this team from a 40,000-foot view as you enter the portal season that you are bringing back the most successful unit on the entire team.
Yeah, and it's not like they were perfect. There's still improvements that the O-line can make. I think they are going to try to see if they can add to their depth at tackle through the portal. But I think they're happy with what they've got on the interior. With Miles Montgomery gone and Stephen Bird gone and Ryan Montgomery gone, they are probably going to need to go get a back or two as they get through the portal. But ultimately, like, you want to feel like you have something to lean on. You want to feel like there's a foundation in place. What you can't do, how many times have we talked about this recently? You can't play the Colorado, 70 guys out, 70 guys in. Like, it's not feasible. It's not sustainable. You have to have some strengths that you build around, as opposed to, we're going to tear this thing to the ground and try to build it with like sticks. Like, that's just it's not feasible in today's college football.
No, with the moves that are being made, you also have to feel like Satterfield is going to have a step up as far as accountability goes, as far as this team looks, because
you're going to have leaders.
Well, he's also getting a chance to put his guys on the field at this point. He's 2 seasons in now. I would think that you've weeded through the guys that you either didn't think were at the level you were at, or weren't going to get there, or maybe there was guys.
I still think there's a ways to go there, because you're doing it right now. Like, yeah, they're his guys. Ultimately, you want to be a team that wins through high school recruiting and development. They only had 13 high school recruits last year, and it's always very difficult to kind of expect true freshmen to come in and make like a widespread. You're going to have a guy or two here and there that pops, but I get what you're saying. I just think, what you're doing is you're building a foundation so that you can start building the house. Like, it's hard to build the house just on the dirt. It's not how house building works.
Right. I don't know. I'm excited to see, once this portal season starts, what they're able to bring in, just as much as anybody. So it should certainly be interesting. There's plenty of holes, plenty of playing time available for guys coming in.
Tomorrow is a bit of an important day. Everybody points to December 4th. Tomorrow is the end of the dead period. Grad transfers, walk-ons, and anybody that has a coach that is now no longer their coach. So all of the schools that have either had a coach fired or their coach has left for somewhere else, everybody that's going into a coaching transition can enter the portal and be contacted starting tomorrow ahead of the standard December 4th entrance date.
The legal tampering period begins.
Right. It's open this weekend, so you can have official visits. I've been checking on that. And as of late this afternoon, there were no visits scheduled. To our knowledge, after checking with our sources, there's nothing scheduled for this weekend. That doesn't mean something can't happen.
I was going to say, the only people that you would at this point have scheduled would be your grad transfers. And the way that Satterfield's talked is his goal is to get guys that have more than 1 year of eligibility. So it's not a huge surprise to me.
Or if your coach just left and you are allowed to be in the portal. That's what I was just getting at. Like that's the addition that I wasn't clear on, that I had to make a bunch of calls on today to kind of like make sure I had my head around like what exactly the rules were in this cycle. And if you're sitting at a program that doesn't have a coach, or something happened and maybe you even just like Indiana guys, even though they hired a coach today, because there was a coaching change, they can all be in the portal tomorrow. And boy, they had a lot of them.
Let the fun begin.
So we are there. We've pulled up to the starting line, or we're horses that get that lap around the track before the race starts, like get their trot on, kind of stretch their legs, get ready. We're taking that pre-lap before things start December 4th, but there is some activity that is at least allowed to happen tomorrow. So yeah. The other thing I wanted to get to tonight, looking ahead to this weekend, the Big East Big 12 battle is underway. It started this evening. Surprisingly, Butler is up 60-52 on Texas Tech. So that's an interesting number there. Actually up 62-52. So up 10 with 12:01 remaining. Also tonight, Oklahoma State hosts Creighton. And Texas. Now that's Texas takes on Texas State. Tomorrow, Houston and Xavier at 6:30. I'll have a good seat ready for that one. St. John's at West Virginia, Iowa State at DePaul. The headliner tomorrow night at 9 should be a doozy, UConn and Kansas.
Yeah.
And then late night, BYU takes on Fresno State. UConn and Kansas, like that's going to be a good time.
I agree. And I mean, anytime you get a top 5 matchup like that, just strap in.
Nothing really. Saturday, TCU Georgetown. UCF close.
TCU's undefeated.
I know, Georgetown. That's kind of what I was getting at. They're bad. And then Sunday, Florida Gulf Coast takes on Cincinnati at 1 p.m. Go ahead. I'm going to give you a few minutes. I know you want to talk about your favorite subject, so I'll let you go ahead and talk about it.
College football, NCAA, EA Sports is still on pace to be released in July. They did announce an update today saying that everything is according to plan, still moving forward. They reached an agreement with Brendel, the company that represents student athletes, and looks like They were able to come to some sort of agreement where they're going to continue to find ways that they can potentially pay athletes and what have you. Look, I don't really care what the agreement was. We're just getting the game back, and everybody's going to get paid at this point, roughly about $500 from all indications, and then we'll see.
I mean, I think there should be like, if you're on the cover, you should get something.
I agree.
Like, I think there should be a threshold. Like if you're 95 and above, you get a bonus.
Well, and I'm sure they'll do kind of like what I imagine that there are probably going to be updates throughout the season, the same way that Madden does. Yeah. And when you join the 99 club, they come in, you get a special video. Maybe there's some sort of NIL deal at that point in time where there's, you know, they're putting that out. They're getting paid on the video and social media and all of that. So I'm certain there are ways that you'd be able to find ways to get the deserved guys more money.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I am excited to play it. I know just anytime any news hits, I know like your ears perk up. Like you get like somebody blew a dog whistle. You have notifications on for
I don't. They just pop up. They pop up in my For You page because they know as soon as I see it, I'm clicking the link, I'm reading the link, I'm going through, reading everything about it. Then I'm doing more searches, trying to see if there's any additional information. They know. My algorithm knows.
Anything else you got?
No, I'm just excited to get to this weekend another basketball game. I don't feel like right now they can play enough to satiate my hunger for more Bearcat basketball.
Yeah, I mean it's been fun so far.
I agree.
It's going to turn into a knockdown, drag out bloodbath here in like a month. But
good. Bring it.
Yeah.
It's been quite a drought in between where this program currently is and where it's been.
Yeah.
So
I agree. All right, that's going to wrap it up. We will we'll see you this weekend. That is the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya.